It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. And coming right...
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W again.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
I love that, Greg. You got to do that away from home. It shows how connected they are with one another playing that way, and excellent chemistry.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Pacers, Tatum out there with Davis. Then there's Allen. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Brogdon in at shooting guard. Tatum against Carter. Outside Tatum. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Murray. They get the rebound, and they pick up 2. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now, here's Brewer. Booker outside from the arc, and Tatum pulls it down. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And even though most would consider him undersized, Trevor Booker is no picnic to deal with inside either.
No, he brings a lot of sandpaper and physicality to the floor when he's out there. Knows what he's doing, doesn't back down, pretty good rebounder for his size, and battles guys much bigger than him because of how strong he is.
Now here's Rondo, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Inside, Randolph, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
He might not elevate like some of the other guys on the court, but as we've learned, Randolph knows how to get the ball in the basket.
Now here's Tatum. He had 10 points in the win again over Booker. Vince Carter grabs the miss. Left side Rondo. Floats one up. The game now all time. Booker's got his first basket.
And, you know, when you let Booker get free inside, Kevin, he finishes now. He's a big, burly presence in the paint who handles his business in there.
Davis up top, defended by Booker. Davis, the pass to Brogdon. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Rondo looking over the floor. Randolph in the posts, defended by Allen. Randolph trying to free himself up. Here's Murray, floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brewer. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against him. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Now, here's Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. With the teardrop. The second chance effort. And it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 6 points. Well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Rondo kicks to Randolph. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers leading by 4. The shot by Brogdon wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Rondo kicks to Randolph. Over Allen. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Indiana out in front, up 6. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
Trevor Booker is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Brewer. And there's Carter. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And for the Pacers, we've got Brogdon. Davis is out there with Allen. Then there's Murray. And it's Tatum in at the small forward position.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Booker out there with Carter. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Brewer in at the 2. Now here's Rondo. Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers, and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pros, but in how many of them have lived their lives off the court, too.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Allen. Murray out there with Brogdon. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Davis. 17 points for him last game again. With some arc, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Off target with his 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rondo finds Brewer. Carter for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Rondo against Murray. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Randolph grabs the board. Gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Carter with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Carter, the pass to Rondo. Kicks it to Booker. Shoots from 12. No good off the front iron.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Murray. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. Rondo kicks to Booker. Down low. Here's Carter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection, that was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
Outside Rondo. Takes a 3. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi, a tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. And Shaq, what did you... And that's going to...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Guys, you've heard me say it before, but persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebounder. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
Zach Randolph is out there with Booker. Then there's Carter. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Now here's Murray. 13 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Murray's got 5 now.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Murray against Rondo. Pass to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Rondo.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Certain guys just make it look effortless. And Clark, I'm sure you would have a nice list of some of the smoother operators, smoothest scorers in the league now.
Yeah, there's only one guy at the top of it for me. I mean, I love a lot of guys, and there are a number of guys that put up big numbers. But when you talk about uniqueness, size, agility, touch, range, KD is where it stops.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just been nobody quite like him. George Gervin comes to mind because of a similar build, but the Iceman was 6'7", maybe 6'8". KD is pushing 7 feet tall and just a tad more athletic. I mean, I just don't know if we've got a more lethal, smoother scorer than him.
Here's Rondo following the score by Jamal Murray. Rondo drives in. Carter right side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Now here's Tatum. Allen kicks to Davis. Back to Allen. From 13, and too long on the shot.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Rondo. He has 6. And the pass to Carter. Shoots a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Murray outside. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The stupendous finish in traffic. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
Good concentration by Murray to score it inside.
Rondo against Murray. to the inside. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Now here's Rondo. Fires from 14. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 9 points for Zach Randolph.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Floats it up for Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Boy, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Rondo kicks to Randolph. Over Allen. Excellent D there from Allen. And so it's Indiana holding on to an 11-point cushion. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Indiana, we've got Davis. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Murray. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Allen in at the 5.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance. The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Randolph against Allen. Randolph finds Booker. Now here's Brewer. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. No good on that one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brogdon the pass to Davis. The kick out to Tatum. Indiana moving the ball around. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Davis missing. 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Passes it to Brewer. Now Booker. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Lets it go from 14. Count it. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Dave Yeager went over with his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Kevin, he needs everything they've got.
Murray. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rondo kicks to Randolph. Over Allen. And Allen with the block. And here is Brogdon. Murray outside. Poked loose. Floats it up for Davis. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Randolph. to the paint. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Carter. That's now 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Pacers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Davis.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Randolph, following the score by Indiana. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, it would take a miracle for them to come back in my mind, like Tracy McGrady against the Spurs type of heroics. A lot of points in a little bit of time.
Inside, Randolph. Allen with the rebound. Now here's Murray. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They came in here, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.